We're the official National Museum for Self-Taught and Intuitive Artistry, things that people are compelled to make on their own. There's creativity in every nook and cranny in our world, and we are really overlooking a great deal by not celebrating that creativity. Our founder and director, her name is Rebecca Hofberger. This, of course, is a quick and dirty explanation of how it came to be, but she really felt strongly about that idea and set things in motion to make this museum, which is now occupies 3 buildings on a 1.1 acre campus here in Baltimore's Inner Harbor, when in fact it started back in the 80s in her basement. But this gallery kind of shows people when they first walk in what the idea of visionary art is. James Snodgrass took 7 years to paint this piece, and he did it without anyone's knowledge. It wasn't until he was dying of cancer that he told a cousin about it. He, of course, had no expectation that the work would ever be shown, and he did not do it for public consumption. Other pieces in this particular gallery, which strike me, are the applewood figure. It's a single carved figure made from a fallen apple tree. It was made by a British mental institution patient who was wandering the grounds one day to discover that his favorite apple tree had fallen over. There's a ship, a Lusitania, a model of the Lusitania made from 193,000 toothpicks. We've got a driftwood Statue of Liberty made by Adam Morales, who lives just off the Atchafalaya Swamp in Louisiana. Adam collects pieces of driftwood around the clock, goes out in his boat and collects his pieces. He has about 100,000 pieces in his backyard that he sorts through and sees shapes and envisions sculptures in them. We don't tell people what to think about the art, we just tell the story of that artist, and people make those own connections. Even when we're closed, we have works of art outside. We've got an 8-foot tall mirror mosaic egg out in one of our plazas, which of course people can hug, touch, photograph around the clock. We have a 3-story whirligig, a wind-powered sculpture made by 76-year-old Val Simpson from Lucama, North Carolina. He's 90 now. He's got a whole field of them, 5-ton whirligigs. He says, I just had a lot of junk and needed to do something with them. Some museums are dedicated to scholarly research and preservation and things like that. And, we're really, again, involved in education. And as you walk through here, conversation, laughter, crying, it's all encouraged. We don't hush people here. It's again meant to spark either people's imaginations or their feelings in a kind of a different way. It's really an ideal place to start a conversation about not just art, but about life in general, about all its aspects.